This is Brien Schmauch from the Complete BS podcast, and we're here for week 3 of Tailgate Talk. We're going east to west to get you set up for the weekend, and we're going to start off in the ACC. Clemson at Georgia Tech, everything runs through their senior quarterback, Haynes King. He's good in the air, he's good on the ground, he can do everything for you. On the other side, Cade Klubnik for Clemson needs to rebound after a shaky week 1 performance. Clemson also needs to figure out what they're doing on the ground. They have to be able to establish a running game, whether it's Adam Randall or Gideon Davidson. Davidson is your best natural runner, and you might have to take some lumps with him in pass blocking. If Clemson isn't able to establish the run, they could be in for a long day and season. Give me Georgia Tech to pull the upset. Duke goes down to Tulane, and they're coming off a really tough loss where they committed 5 turnovers. You can't win games like that. Duke's Darian Mensah spreads the ball around, already connecting with 12 different players this season. Tulane's versatile offense is led by Jake Retzlaff. He's both their top passer and their top option to run the ball. This is a contrast in styles where Duke wants to spread the field, throw it downfield, and Tulane wants to keep tempo, pound and ground. Whoever wins the turnover battle and limits mistakes will likely win. I like Tulane at home. The backyard brawl is back. Pitt at West Virginia. Pitt's got a strong ground game with Desmond Reed and can stop the run with All-American linebacker Kyle Lewis. West Virginia relies on physicality and tempo, and this is a series where the home teams won each of the last 5 matchups. However, Pitt is on the road and favored by 6.5. If the Mountaineers are able to pull off the upset, lock your doors because they'll be burning couches in Morgantown. I think Pitt goes on the road and gets the win. USF at Miami, in the game that College Game Day should be at. USF enters ranked 18th, riding high over 2 ranked wins against Boise State and Florida. They're no longer the team that you can just overlook. Miami's got the edge in both speed and depth, but I'd give the edge at quarterback to USF's Byron Brown over Miami's Carson Beck. The odds makers don't respect the Bulls at all, and Miami's a big favorite at 18.5 points. Can Miami withstand growing confidence? I think the Canes slow down Cinderella and get the win. Heading north, we're going to Big Ten country, and college football runs through the Big Ten. Wisconsin at Alabama, and for Wisconsin, they need to figure out what's going on at quarterback. Their season starter, Billy Edwards, got hurt and is still recovering. Whether he plays or not remains to be seen. Sophomore Danny O'Neal came in relief and played well in his first start last week. Wisconsin does have 3 capable running backs, and if they can run the ball consistently and pick up first downs like classic Badger football, it won't matter who's under center. Alabama still has a lot of questions. Are they the team that got manhandled against Florida State in week 1, or the team that won 73-0 over an outmatched University of Louisiana Monroe? Star wide receiver for Bama, Ryan Williams, has been in concussion protocol and is day-to-day. Las Vegas likes the Crimson Tide, making them a 3-touchdown favorite. Alabama should win, but if they don't cover, fans are still going to be angry. Southern Cal visits Purdue in a matchup of 2-0 teams. Neither team has faced a Power 4 opponent, so this is the first true test for both teams. Purdue is a 3-touchdown home underdog. Smart money will be on the Boilermakers to cover the spread. This is a trademark Lincoln Riley team. Gain a lot of yards, score a lot of points. Defensively, give up a lot of yards, give up a lot of points. Purdue, on the other hand, they've got a solid running back in Devin Mockabee. With a big year, he could end up as the school's all-time leading rusher. He just needs to pick up first downs and keep USC's offense on the sidelines to help cover that spread. Southern Cal has too many athletes to screw this up and not get the win, don't they? Minnesota will look to row the boat at Cal, and both teams started 2-0. This game's all about tempo and turnovers. Whoever controls the pace of the game and limits turnovers should come out on top. Cal has one of the more exciting freshman quarterbacks of this young season. If you haven't watched Cal yet, tune in Saturday night, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Cal hangs on late for a close win. Heading down south to the SEC, where it just means more, you've got the biggest matchups of the day. College Game Day is going to the SEC, and they're going there for Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia's won the last 8 games and the margin of victory has been a blowout in 7 out of those 8. Which quarterback can put their team in the best situation will be the difference in the game. Expect the defenses to make this a lower scoring game than in previous years. Give me Georgia to go into Knoxville and get a close win. Florida goes to LSU, and playing in Death Valley at night is not an easy task. This game may have lost some of its luster with the Gators' shocking loss last week to USF, but the Gators still have plenty of fight. LSU's defense has been strong so far, and they'll need to put pressure on DJ Lagway to keep him from getting into a rhythm. For LSU, just keep doing what you're doing. Nussmeier's putting you into good spots. Your playmakers are making plays. You're running the ball well. The defense has been strong. Keep it up. I like LSU close. Texas A&M goes to Notre Dame, and this game is simple to me. It's all about what Notre Dame will or won't do. Notre Dame didn't have a game plan for Jeremiah Love against Miami. Love is the best running back in the country, and they didn't start feeding him the ball until the fourth quarter. If they do that again, they don't have a chance. Give him the ball, get him into the flow of the game, and let your defense take over, and you'll be able to beat Texas A&M. A&M does have a really electric player in quarterback Marcel Reed. The defense, they're good enough to hold him in check. Can they get any help from their offense? If the Irish coaches don't screw this up, they can move to 1-1. I'm not ready to give up on Notre Dame yet. Go Irish with the win. Arkansas at Ole Miss, and if you like offense and not a lot of defense, then this is your game. The over of 62.5 points could be in jeopardy in this game. Ole Miss's Austin Simmons and Arkansas's Taylon Green are two of the most dynamic young quarterbacks in the game. Both teams are averaging over 575 yards of offense per game. This is going to be a track mate. Ole Miss has the ball last. They get the win. Vanderbilt goes to South Carolina, and South Carolina is the home favorite by 5.5 points. Each team played Virginia Tech in the first 2 weeks of the season, so they've got a little something to review and see what they've done against a common opponent. Vandy beat Virginia Tech by 24. South Carolina won by only 13. This could be another exciting quarterback matchup with the Gamecocks' Lenora Sellers and the Doors' Diego Pavia. This game goes down to the last drive, and the Gamecocks getting the win. Heading out west to the Big 12, there's not a ton of good matchups this week. Like I mentioned earlier, Pitt goes to West Virginia. This should be close. I like Pitt. Utah goes to Wyoming, and both teams are 2-0, but I see Utah winning this game big. This is a series played over 80 times, but the first time in 15 years since 2010. Utah is a team that you're going to see rise in the rankings in the coming weeks, thanks to quarterback Devin Dampier, who is so much fun to watch. He's got running back Wayshawn Parker to give him a good running mate on the ground. Wyoming will be able to keep it close for a little while, but Utah's got too much talent and will pull away. The top 2 games in conference this week are both Friday night. Kansas State heads to Arizona. They've got a really talented quarterback in Avery Johnson, but they've been absolutely dreadful to watch through 3 games. Arizona hasn't played anyone with a pulse yet, but they are 2-0. They're at home and a slight betting favorite. I'd avoid putting any money on this game because it could go either way. There should be some good quarterback play, but I just can't trust Kansas State so far. Arizona comes out on top. And finally, Friday, Colorado, they head to Houston. Houston's a 6.5 point home favorite, and Colorado may have found their quarterback after playing 3 in their first 2 games. Ryan Staub's been named the starter, and he played well coming off the bench for 2 ineffective quarterbacks. Houston, while they haven't been tested, they do have a veteran quarterback in Connor Wegman. Look for him to keep them steady, put them in good spots. I like Houston in this one. You can follow Complete BS Pod on X and Instagram, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.